It's not showing me. See if it'll let me tag anybody. It's being weird. I don't know why it's being so weird. So let me try to do it from my laptop. Let's see what happens here. Bring them on camera. Yay! Are you there, sis? Yay, it worked. Finally worked.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. So let's give just a few minutes and see if we can get a few people on. I know Amber said she was going to try to share it for us.
Nobody wants to see my window.
So while everybody's gathering on, if you guys are watching live, the little red button is up in the left-hand corner. Drop us down in the comments who's watching and where you're watching us from. We are super excited. I'm Adrienne Goldsworthy. I'm here from Ennis, Montana, and I have the beautiful Miss Jennifer McCready from Nebraska on with me. We got our July Makeup Fix subscription box. Totally love it. So I'm not gonna lie though, when I opened it up, I realized I really am in kind of a little bit of a box because I haven't been really a big fan of the big giant lashes, and I saw the new love spells that came in this box and I was like, oh Lord have mercy, I don't know if I can wear those. And
yes,
then
anyone can. I love them.
And then I opened up the palette and I went, oh good Lord, how am I gonna wear that? So I was a little apprehensive about this box, and I had a bunch of people who received their boxes this month message me and go, okay, this is going into a drawer. And I went, no. We can't do this. We can't just throw our products in a drawer and never touch them. This is not a good thing. And then you put your beautiful picture up and showed us this look, and I was like, okay, if Jen can do this, I can do this. I can step out of my box and I can do this. So I am so excited that you are actually going to show me how to do this today, because I'm kind of stuck in that just everyday normal look that I do with my little mom bun, and this is going to be so fun. So I'm super excited.
Me too. I love experimenting with colors and doing a bunch of stuff. So
yeah, and I just watched Katie yesterday do a really natural look using the yellow, and I was like, okay, all these people are embracing all this beautiful color for summer, and I can do it too. So I really appreciate you jumping on here and going through this with me. So you have made a cool little tutorial too, step by step, on how to make this look phenomenal. Thank you, everybody who is interested in recreating this look at home. Get your palettes out and do it with us now, and or follow that little tutorial that Jennifer made. We're going to post it in our bougie group, and I'll also put it down in the comments of this live so that everybody can take a look at it too. So you told me to have a light concealer, which I have.
Which you have to, because you have to prep your lids.
Okay, and then I have the Sunrise palette, the Love Spell lashes. I have all my Tori Belle brushes. I think I've got everything. I've got my foundation done. I got my eyebrows done. I'm a blank slate. Are you ready?
Yes. Do you have the stackers too? Because I put the stackers on.
I do have stackers. I do have stackers. So we can pull those out in just a minute. I left my cupcake stackers in California.
Oops.
They were in my little lash case that Amber gave me, and I left at 3 a.m. to catch my flight, and I had taken them off and put them on the bathroom counter. So my niece now has a set of lashes and cupcake stackers.
I have my Pride ones on, you know.
Very, very, very pretty. Super, super cool. So good morning, Kristen. Thanks for joining us this morning. Ladies, put down in the comments when you join us, and so that we can interact with you. We want to talk with you, want to answer any questions. Jen's here to help me. We're here to help you, and let's have some fun today.
Yes.
Okay, so primer first?
Yes.
Okay.
Make sure not to use too much, because or else you're gonna have a wet mess. Okay. But yeah, just put it on a small brush.
Tiny drop.
Yeah, and then use your little brush like this.
Okay.
And this is the brush I use, and just prime your lids, like all over your lid.
All right, let me find that little brush like you had. Set them all out here. There it is.
I mean, if you have another flat concealer brush, I don't even think this is a concealer brush. I just use them for whatever. So.
And I'm just priming the whole lid?
Yeah, the whole lid, and even like up in your crease a little bit, make sure it's like blended out so you have like an even slate. Hello.
Hey, Wanda. All right, so I'm priming this lid. And this stuff goes so far, you don't need a lot, do you?
No, not at all. You just got to be careful when it comes out, because I know the first time I tried it, I had way too much. So.
All right, are we looking good here?
Yes, it does look good.
Okay. All right, so we primed our lid. I used 20, guys. I am like a 130 to 140. So I used 20 because it's lighter. I didn't have a 10, or I probably could have used a 10 to make it
I mean, it all depends on your skin tone too. Like, everybody will be different.
And the lighter you go, is it true that the colors will be even more vibrant?
Usually, yeah. And I mean, as always, you can always build up the colors too. It just makes it easier if you have it primed. It makes it stick better.
Okay.
Okay. So what I always do first whenever I'm doing makeup, because I am clumsy, like, and I can't, do my tight line and waterline afterwards because I will mess up my makeup. But I always, I line those next. I used the brow gel.
Okay.
But you could use whatever liner you have.
Okay, I have a liner. I'm just going to use a liner this morning.
And make sure it's just the tight line and water line. Got my cheap cola.
This?
Yes, ma'am. And if you make mistakes, it's whatever. That's why we have Q-tips and fingers and stuff.
And stuff.
Yes. That's my favorite technical term. Stuff.
All right, so there's the water line. And then I'm just going to do my tight line.
You might have to like lift your lid a little bit just to make sure you get all the skin showing. So let's get some comments going. How's everybody doing
now? This is probably the worst part of makeup for me.
Yeah, I have poked my eyes on many occasions. It's just what I do, but that's why
I'm
I do
the
it
opposite.
first.
Look how thick I make it. This is the problem. So I can just take a Q-tip and fix it, right? Because it's too thick.
Yeah. What would be easier is if you kind of just like lift your lid like that and get underneath. And you could see like under your lashes, you could probably see.
Oh, I'm going under, not over.
Well, you could do it either way. I find it easier to do under. Hello, Ambra.
Morning, sis. It's like afternoon, actually. Sorry, guys.
Oh, it's whatever. It's morning somewhere, so that's all that matters.
Hawaii, right? Is it still morning here? Yeah. Okay, so was I supposed to go above my lashes or just?
Well, I usually do it below to begin with, but we all have our own ways, so it's just a matter of finding what works for you. But I always do it there, so that way when I do my liner for my lashes, I don't have that awkward skin line. I don't know what else to call it.
I've always done like liner above my lashes, so I did both. Okay.
Okay. Hey, it works.
And they kind of come out a little bit because I have these like almond eyes, so probably that.
Looks good.
All right.
All right. Now we're going to be getting into the fun part. So get your sunrise palette.
Hey, there it is.
Okay. So I used this brush. I don't know if you can see it. It's kind of like fluffy.
Is it flat?
It's more. No, no. It's more fluffy.
So fluffy. I have that one. I think it is this one. I'm just having a hard time seeing in the computer. So let me show you that one.
I think you're holding up this one. It
Okay, which
is
one
this
are you?
one.
Is
The one that's higher. It's round.
it's round. Oh, this one. Got
Yes, ma'am.
it. Okay, got it.
Okay, so first you're going to be doing your crease. So you have to use Canyon right here.
The orangey one?
The orange color. That's Canyon. And then, well, you know how to do your crease, make sure it kind of, like where the highest point of your brow is, just do the shape. But make it a bit wider than you normally would because we're adding another.
So not all
color.
the way in, but
Oh,
like
I do it all the way in. There to there. Like that. And then you could do a few layers of it to build the color if you want.
oh, you really want me to go all out.
Yeah, that's how you got to do it.
All right. All right. But if you're shy, you can kind of lighten it up.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can adapt this to however you want.
Okay, but we're going for it, so I'm going for it.
Yeah, all in.
All in.
All or nothing, man.
All in Joker status. Going Joker. How's that?
I bring it a little bit further in. Just a little bit, not much, because we are going to be putting another color.
How's that?
Good job.
All right. This is really pretty. It
Right?
it looks really, really orange, guys. Look how orange it looks in here. But look, it's really pretty.
So people, you can't be afraid of the bright colors because there's just so many ways to put them together. If you want it to pop, yeah, just layer it on and, make sure you pile it on so that color pops. But you could also put it on a little bit lighter for more subtle. And then that way, I know some people get kind of afraid of the super bright colors, but that way you can work your way into it.
Okay.
Okay.
Good?
Looks good. Now,
All right.
get your little brushy cleany thingy. So next, we're going with this color right here, which is Rainier, I think it's called.
Rainier. Yeah, Rainier.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you do that on the lower part of your crease. Make sure you don't cover all of the orange, but just, the lower part.
Using the same brush.
That's what I did. And yes, you can do it for a hooded eye. You just gotta like vary it a little bit, which I can actually make a little tutorial later for a hooded eye.
Look at that. Woo! Oh my.
It's fun.
Yeah. It's like rainbow.
I got you, Kristen. I'll do it after we're done.
Oh, okay. I'm getting a little sloppy, but
You know what? That's okay. You just go back and fix it later.
how are you looking?
It's looking good so far.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm all about, not using a bunch of brushes. So exactly, clean it off. And then we will go in with the desert, the purplish color right there. And you want to do it on the outer and inner part of your lid. Make sure not to put it too far in, but just enough. I don't know if you can see.
Yeah. All right. I'm going in.
I believe in you.
I know you do. I know you do. Like this. So I'm just doing like the V of my.
Just very slight though, because we have more colors to add. Yeah, and then on the outer as well. And you can bring it up a little bit, there.
How's that? Holy
That looks
moly,
good.
look at this light. It's.
I usually am a mess while I'm doing this, and I have to clean it up afterwards. So if you guys are trying to do it yourselves and you're just like, okay, I'm getting this everywhere, don't worry. It's part of the process. Some people are messier than others, like me.
Am I getting it? How's it look?
It's looking good as far as I can see. Okay, we're actually going to switch up the brush.
Whoop, whoop. Okay, did I get. Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, now you're going to go in with this one. It's a little bit flatter.
Mm-hmm. I love that brush. It's like one of my favorite brushes. Show me again. Is it this one or this one?
It's the smaller one.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and we're gonna go in with the red color.
Yeah.
Y'all can see it. It's right there, and that is called
Fuji.
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 Yeah, Fuji. It's the red one. And what you want to do with that one is on the edge of where the desert is, the purple, you just do a tiny like little line on each of it. And that's good, like tap it. But you got to build the color a bit so you can actually see it.
How are we doing? Is that good?
That's good. Let me do it on the other eye.
Good.
Looking good.
Right.
Okay, brushy cleaning thingy. Yeah. Okay. So next we're gonna get the canyon color again, the orange, right there, canyon. And for this, you're gonna kind of do the same thing. Don't cover up all of the red. Like, kind of blend it in with the red. So just a little bit of the orange is shown, but you have to still leave that middle part open.
Ooh-wee. Okay.
All right. So now I personally went back to that first brush we were using, the tinier one.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's time for the yellow, which is Tuscany, I believe. Wait, yeah, Tuscany.
So the bright yellow, not the gold, not the shimmer.
Yeah, the bright yellow.
Okay.
And that spot that, isn't colored in yet, just tap it in there. And you might have to build it a little bit, depending on how intense you want it.
That look good?
Yes, ma'am. So what I also did too is I went and I grabbed my little flat brush. Yes. And I lined my lower lids. kind of in the same pattern. You know, you put the desert, you know, the purple, and then the red, which is Fuji, you know, and then Canyon, and then the Tuscany in the middle, just so it kind of like matches.
Okay, so I'm going to switch it up because I'm not really a fan of this brush because I have concealer on it.
Oh, yeah.
I think I'm going to use that ball brush again. Let me see what happens.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's, you just use whatever works for you.
Because I can get more depth to it. See? I think it's. I love these brushes.
They are, I love how soft they are. My son, like, I'm not gonna lie, I have a lot of makeup brushes. May or may not be slightly addicted, but my son like loves this one the best, and he comes and he just like tickles his nose and.
Okay, so I have the purple, I have the Rainier, and then I'm going to do.
Tuscany is the yellow. Rainier is the you don't put the Rainier because that's the pink color. Do the red, which is Fuji. And you like just do it as you went in on your eyelid, you know, first the desert, then the Fuji, then Canyon, and then Tuscany in the middle. And we haven't used every color in this palette. I didn't use 3 of the colors in this palette for the look. But I have more looks coming. I'm going to use more, so.
And then I go in with that purple inside, right?
Yes. And then once you get your lower lash line, you do the blending on your actual lid. You know, just like circles, you know, any touch-ups. You don't want to blend too much because then you won't have the definition of the colors. But, you know, just ever so slightly, and then, you know, on the top, so kind of blends out to your eyebrow. You can use, you could even use the, what's that color? The Agra, the gold, a little bit on the top to blend, but it's completely up to you.
So should I put white under the Agra, or should I just put the Agra straight on?
You can just, I just put like, you know, Agra straight on. I didn't put that in the tutorial, oops. But yeah, I just used it as a blending color, and I used the circle brush for the blending, you know, up into my brow. And I did it very subtle. I didn't want it to take away from.
It's so pretty. Look at that. Ooh. So should I come down here with it too?
Very little. I mean, I didn't do it a lot because I wanted the focus to be more on the other colors.
I like that Agra though.
It's so pretty.
Man, look at that.
I'm loving this look on you too.
It's out of the box, but I like it.
So you got to do that, you know, take yourself out of the box, and then you discover like new things that you like.
You know what I feel like? Rainbow Bright. Do you remember Rainbow Bright?
Yes, I do. I used to have one of those dolls.
I feel like Rainbow Bright.
Yay. It looks good. I like it. Honestly, I did put a little bit of the desert on my lips with some of the
what about the new, did you see the new lip that came in the box? I
didn't use it because I was like, I'm just gonna use this palette. And obviously I did it very subtle. I was gonna do a big dramatic lip, but I was like, no, that'll take away from the eyes. So.
Yeah, this is a pretty neutral color, so
it works too. It's such a pretty color. It's posh, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Time. Q-tip time. These lippies are so nice.
They are, and they last, which I love because I forget to like, I used to have to always touch stuff up throughout the day, and I love that I don't have to do that anymore because let me tell you, with 4 kids, it's a
I
pain.
have to remember to brush off a lot of the product because it's so thin. You know?
Yeah. Beautiful. Don't mind my weird self.
We love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm really, really bad about lines and
You know what I found to help me? Like if I'm just using the Velvet Kisses, we don't have it yet, but I went and got a clear lip liner.
never heard of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can get them on Amazon, like all over the place. And I use that.
What?
I use that, and it really
Bet Laura
helps.
comes out with one soon.
Oh yeah,
That sounds
you,
amazing.
you know she's always coming out with the stuff. I've been waiting for these bright colors though. Like you have no idea how stoked I was. I was like a little kid. I did a little dance, and like the truffle shuffle. It's great.
The truffle.
I love Goonies, man.
I was just there in April at the Astoria, Oregon. It was so cool.
Jealous.
What do you think?
I love it. Now you got to do your lashes.
Okay, I got my lips done. And so, did you do it with the line, or how did you use
I
the classic
did do
liner?
it. I use classic,
Okay.
but a very, very thin line. And I'm not as
Testing
talented.
me. You're testing me.
Look, I'm not as talented as some of these people that can put it on thin without pulling their eye. I have to like go like this and put it on,
Okay.
or else I'm poking myself in the eye and it's gonna look like I got in a fight.
Did you have
So
to trim? Did you have to trim your lip spells because they look kind of
I,
long?
yeah, I always for the lashes, I always have to trim one magnet off, and
One,
then
because
yeah,
yeah,
that's.
look at how big they are.
I'm
So,
guessing you probably have to trim like one off too.
okay, so I got my scissors.
Yes.
I'm going to. Did you trim from the outside or the inside?
I always do the inside, especially with more like the cat
Flare.
eye ones. They want the flare.
Okay. So I'm looking at this lash, and it looks pretty symmetrical, is it not? Or no, I guess it's a little bit thinner on the inside.
Yeah.
It's really curly.
Yay!
It's like a wave. All right, so we're just
Hey, with this wind in Nebraska, I could probably fly away with these lashes. It's awesome.
about it. In the same.
But they'll still be attached to my face, and that's the most important thing.
All right, so we got one magnet off on this one. And I'm gonna pull the other one so we have it all ready. And I'm gonna do one magnet on that one. Okay.
So does anybody have any questions?
So I'm trimmed. Is this better? Or is it enough? Do I need another one?
I think that looks, I mean, as long as you,
Bendy, bendy?
yes. Man, when I first got lashes, I didn't know you had to bend them.
Bendy,
Because I
bendy.
never worn lashes before. And so I was like, what is this?
It's all
But
flat,
I did
plank
pretty
boarding
quickly.
on your eye.
The what?
They like plank board on your eye.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I was like, how do people get this to go on their eye? And I felt kind of, yay.
All right. So nice and bendy there. Let me do the other one. Bendy, bendy. So
The old
between
little,
each magnet, every single magnet, we want to bend, 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 make it pliable, right?
exactly.
Okay. All right. Let's get this liner going. I don't want to mess up this beautiful color.
You know what? If you're not comfortable, you could use the gold liner. and just do it directly on your lashes. It's all about your own preference, you know.
All right,
It's not.
let's just see. I'm gonna hold my eye taut.
Yay.
I don't feel like there's very much product going on here.
Well, you really don't need much. So
I wonder if it picked up the wrong one. This one feels empty. What about mascara? Should I put mascara on too after this?
yeah, I mean, again, it's all up to personal preference. If you do your liner first, your mascara first. I always, because my lashes are like a light brown color.
Good.
Because believe it, that looks good. My natural hair color is auburn, you know, behind all the gray. But I've been dyeing it for so long. I just you would never know. There you go. Gotta get the tongue out. Back, you know, when Michael Jordan used to be going for the slam dunk or, you know, doing something kind of intense, he's always like, or he'd be like, kiss. As I spit on myself, because that's how I roll.
All right, so I got one coat on there. Use my beach ball. Woo!
That works. I have a little personal fan that I always use.
That'd be cool. Oh, wouldn't that be cool? Have one of those little. Ooh, maybe she'll come out with one of those.
Yeah, I got mine off like Amazon, and of course I can't find it now because my little office is an absolute wreck right now. Because traveling and then trying to unpack and getting like my stuff.
Tell me about it. All right, so one more coat.
Yes, ma'am. There's my little fan. And you can have it plugged in or unplugged, and it goes into a USB, and it has like 3 different settings. I love this thing.
I just use the beach ball.
Yes, dye your hair to match. You'd be my hero. I want to see it. That would be awesome.
How are we doing? Looking okay?
Doing good.
So the July makeup fix came with the bonfire too, which was so cool. So you got one really subtle lash, and then you got the love spell, which was like a more dramatic lash.
Bam.
So I was like,
Oops.
all right. So I think we're ready for our love spells. And oh no, mascara. Because my lashes are like light brown.
I'm excited to see your hair, Kristen. Like, I need all the pictures, all of it. And then you should do this makeup look to go with it when you have your hair done.
She's so fun. Her hair is going to look awesome that color too. So when I was younger, there was this lady that worked with me at the bank, and she had the most fabulous natural lashes. And she told me with her mascara, what she does is she uses the tip like a pencil, and she draws out her lashes, her natural lashes, to make them thicker and longer. That was her technique. Isn't that cool?
One thing that I always do to help them curl, because I don't like using eyelash curlers because I pinch myself.
Yeah.
I keep it on the end a little bit and just kind of like hold it and push, and it kind of
Gotcha.
helps it.
Very cool. Okay, so lash number 1. Woo! Mama.
Maybe.
Those are some lashes.
I love them.
Woo! Oh my. The only thing is they kind of cover up the color, huh?
Yeah. I mean, if you want to, you could do a more subtle lash. And I kind of like it because, you know, people be like, oh, look at those lashes. But then you blink and they're like, ooh. So it's like a little surprise.
You have a little bit more space, I think, from your eyebrow to your lid line than I do.
Yeah. I mean, we all have that too. Like, difference. Mine is like really big in between.
Okay, I'm switching them out because I want to see this color. And like, I did all this work for the color. So I'm going to pop these off. They are very pretty and they do curl, but they seem to like cover up all the work I did on my lid.
Yeah, I mean, it just depends on personal preference or, you know, type of how your eyes are.
I'm just going to, I have my selfies right here. So let's put the selfies on and
That works too.
see how it looks with this look. Better. So you can
I
see.
like it.
I just like seeing the color more. Oh, there's still a anchor on the back of that.
That happens to me all the time. And I'm pretty sure on the floor right here in my office that there's a few anchors just lost in the carpet.
Handful of anchors, yeah. Okay, so
I love
I'm gonna because we are really windy out here. So I'm gonna actually put some gold liner under in the corners. And put some anchors on because we will blow away.
And we were on the phone earlier. My neighbor has this like inflatable water slide, and it definitely like just blew across a couple yards. I was like, oh, let's get that. And you know, I'm paranoid too, so I also usually put anchors on the outer and inner corners.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I've forgotten them before and wore my lashes and I was fine. But it's just like a self-comfort thing, I guess. And then after getting my nails done, I have definitely had to start using the little lash tweezers
Yeah, the
because
applicator.
I can't. I'm gonna lose my eye. Like a Christmas story.
Poke your eye out.
Yay!
Little pinchy pinch pinch.
Exactly. You gotta cement it in.
This is how you wear them for 5 days.
I need to get a new chair in here. This one's like super squeaky.
Okay. Bam.
Yes. I love it.
Whoop, whoop.
And then if you have like your Pride or another stacker, I did that just because also wearing bright colors, if you have that stacker, it complements it really well. So pretty. You did awesome. I'm proud of you.
Awesome!
Yay!
I'm so excited. Look, color people. And it's, you know, it's not like when I saw that palette, I was like, Bozo the clown. I said, how am I gonna And then I saw your beautiful look and I was like, okay, I can do that. I can do that.
There are ways,
so
you know,
pretty.
you just gotta work with it and make it fit you. Like I said, I'll be doing a few other looks too.
Yeah, like your stars. I love your starry night looks. This is so pretty. Love it.
And we have all the colors too. I could do like a flame type thing too. That's in the
Yeah, with
works.
that red and the orange and the yellow. Ooh,
Yep.
so
And I'll probably do lips to match that just because that's me. You know, I love playing
cool
with
like that. Because you're cool like that. I love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I
No
really
problem.
am excited about this. Like that wasn't as nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like I was like, oh,
Right?
I'm gonna like get on here and I'm just gonna look like Bozo when I'm done. And it
No,
was
it's
so
actually
good.
like I'm all about keeping it simple, like because who has time to sit there and no, you can be like play with colors, have it simple, and it'll still be gorgeous. It's just all about stepping outside of your comfort zone a little bit.
I am so excited. Thank you, Jen, so much. It's so
No
fun.
problem. We'll have to do this again.
Let's do it. We can make this a Tuesday transformation thing. Like I'm totally into this right now. Like I love
Yes.
getting the help.
Oh yes, and it's fun because I do better with other people on camera too.
Awesome.
Y'all, I'm awkward and yeah.
So
I,
guys, seriously, don't be afraid of these palettes. Look what we just did, and it is beautiful. And it all
pretty.
came out of this. Look at it. Love it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. And let's work on something for next Tuesday. I would love to do that with you.
Totally got you.
Okay, sounds good. You guys have a
All right.
great afternoon. Thanks for joining us.
I'll post the thing in the comments too. The little
Awesome.
instructions. All right, take care.
Thanks, sis. Bye.
Bye.